This is gonna be for beginners who are starting getting to crypto because they just saw Bitcoin hit over 100K. Starting in crypto is like stepping into a jungle. It's exciting, but it's filled with traps that can make you lose your entire portfolio. And that is not an overstatement. This is something I've seen time and time again, especially with some smart people inside the space. They just make small mistakes and then they lose a significant amount of money or they lose their entire portfolio. So if you're new to this space, these are going to be tips to help you avoid some of these traps as a new person in the space. Crypto doesn't have to be overwhelming. If you're serious about getting it right from the start, hit that subscribe button so that you can have insights that whenever I feel like posting. This is my personal channel. I just post here whenever I feel like it. So I focus on a different YouTube channel. I'm here to try to help some new people so you don't lose your money in crypto. Also, I forgot to do the disclaimer. Basically, this is not financial advice. I'm just sharing my experiences. Use this for informational, educational purposes only. You can lose money in crypto. So first, your security isn't just hardware wallets, it's your mindset. Everyone's gonna tell you get a hardware wallet, but that is just step one. The biggest security threat is going to be you. If you need a hardware wallet, I have an affiliate link down below to Ledger. I love Ledger. I also have Trezor, so either one is good, but Ledger, in my opinion, has a better UI and it's easier to use. Help support the channel. Just use the link if you're thinking about getting one and you haven't yet. It's important. I put this off for a very, very long time, getting a hardware wallet. I was like, I don't want to do that. And then, so I just kept it on in a centralized exchange. I didn't listen to the old vets before me who made the same thing I'm telling you right now, get a hardware wallet. And then I just kept it on an exchange. Guess which exchange I kept it on? Not FTX, Voyager. And for Voyager, what happened to them? They blew up, went out of business, and I lost all my crypto and got pennies back later. So I learned the hard way. Now I have crypto wallets that I use religiously. Important, please, if you have any substantial amount, you never know what could happen to centralized exchanges and them going out of business and then you losing your hard-earned money, and you don't want that. But on top of that, not just getting a hardware wallet, is that you need to know about the different attacks that can happen, and you need to treat your security like a mindset. I'm paranoid. I'm the most paranoid in crypto with how I go with my computers, everything. I click no links. I do nothing. This is the truth. I am so safe with a lot of the things I do. And did you know that most crypto hacks happen because people click fake links? Even experienced traders fall for it. So my rule is I never click a link from an email or Discord without triple checking it and never clicking on it on the computer that I use for crypto. I click on it on some random computer that is not tied to anything important. So know that any link, I'm just not clicking. And that's just one of those things, is that paranoia will help you survive in this market when it comes to links and emails, to control that FOMO. Two is there's going to be a lot of fees and gas fees, and they can be your hidden enemy. So you need to figure out ways to save money and outsmart them. One of the things that's going to happen, especially if you're on one of these more expensive layer ones, you want to think about like Ethereum, and you're not on like a layer 2 like base where it's like pennies. What can happen is you can be paying a lot of gas money. Yes, there's potential opportunities, but if you're new and you don't have a big bankroll, you're going to be eaten by fees. So you have to be very smart about this. You want to use things like Etherscan's gas tracker to look at your transactions, plan when you're going to redeem stuff, trade out of stuff. Inside the end of a bull market is people are going to be rushing to sell all of their stuff off. There's going to be massive fees, and it's going to be significantly harder for you to get out, especially on more expensive layer ones. So at this point, you have to prepare for those expensive gas fees and do it earlier than you would expect. So just keep that in mind as well. And then 3 for beginners is don't just dollar cost average, but protect your long-term portfolio. When you're dollar cost averaging, you want to have a longer term portfolio that you just don't touch. You can like take a small percentage of that, but if you have a small bankroll, there's going to be significantly, you're going to see like all these screenshots on X and all these stories of people making like 100x on meme coins, and then you're going to start chasing different things, going to NFTs. If you do not have the right community, you do not have the right friends, you do not have the right information sources, you're going to get wrecked, or the odds of you getting wrecked is significantly higher. So unless that you have that, even when you have that, still take only a small percentage of what your dollar cost averaging in to not touch. Make that your long-term portfolio that you can just, that's your foundation. You do not touch your foundation, and then you can experiment with like the little 10% part of your portfolio to chase those gains and to learn about that opportunity. I'm not saying ignore it, but do not dip into your portfolio because you think that this is going to be the next big opportunity. I've been through multiple cycles. I've seen this happen within myself as well. You just have to learn to know that that's going to be coming up and to have a foundation that you just do not touch. Number 4 is going to be related to learning from your mistakes without losing money. This is one of the things that I used to do before going into a field. It's not going to be the same as actually putting up your money and then feeling the real emotions of seeing price tank or seeing a price go up and then knowing when to sell and when to buy. That is a completely different monster, but at least having a strategy before you go into these new assets, trading meme coins, trading NFTs, or whatever new asset or opportunity is going to be in crypto. There's going to be a ton of opportunities in the future. And then you can keep track of your virtual trades and how you would have done and how you wouldn't have done and when you would have planned to sell. Then you keep track of your trades. Were you successful? Did it make sense? Did it go up? Did it go down? And then you create a trading journal of paper trades, but for these different opportunities in crypto. And this is a way for you to protect your money, but gain the knowledge before you actually start to jump into that. And then 5, this is a big one, and this is a hard one still. Don't chase pumps. You're gonna, more often than not, you might be the top. In MBHQ, we call this top blasting, where you buy the top and then suddenly it just tanks. You see this often in meme coins. One of the fastest ways to lose in crypto is by chasing pumps. The moment that you see a skyrocketing or a coin skyrocketing, your instincts are going to be buy it now. I'm losing out on money. You're not buying that rocket to the moon. So oftentimes you're just the exit liquidity for these people. So understand that this is something that could happen, especially if you do not have crypto friends and you're relying on the news, or you heard it on mainstream news. That's especially terrible. But we still don't know when the pullback is going to happen. So for a beginner, it's going to be hard to tell, when do I get out? When am I going to sell? Is this a great time to buy? So this is those times where don't chase a pump. And the easiest is just to hold Bitcoin and then learn and gain the knowledge that you need for this cycle. And then lastly, 6 is understanding where we are in a current cycle. So you want to follow people who are going to be educating you on the cycle. Follow Raw Paul, follow Rec Capital. Just get an understanding of the basics of how the crypto cycles work and the drivers behind it. And then where a lot of different analysts and the consensus of where they think we're going to be the peaks are, and then prepare for it earlier than that, because it could happen earlier than that, just to get in, just to prepare yourself for this cycle. Bitcoin hitting the 100K is a massive milestone, but we still don't know where we are in the cycle. So you have to look at, or at least as a beginner, you don't have an idea of where we are in the cycle. So you have to get better experts and understand their analysis and understand the reasoning behind it. Also, different narratives could pump different sectors of crypto, even when we're already in a pullback heading into a bear market. So there are nuances to this, but again, this is your time to start learning about the different cycles and learning your foundational knowledge so you can survive being in crypto and stay into the long term so that you can have a nice retirement nest egg and not get wrecked and lose your hard-earned money. So if you want more tips like this, check out my video that I'm going to be talking about how to identify the different Bitcoin cycles. And then I talk about more tips that are important for beginners to see. So check that out here.